In this video, we're going to define subsequences, and then we'll look at an example of a subsequence. And then in the following videos after this, we'll take some more look at some theorems related to those. But first, let's define what a subsequence is. So if we have a sequence, S sub n, and we have this sequence of natural numbers that are, it's an increasing sequence of natural numbers, then the sequence with S sub nk, this is a subsequence of S sub n, right? So really when we think about a subsequence, we think about taking specific elements in a sequence and building a new sequence from those elements in kind of the order they're presented. So we're not going to have anything show up earlier in a subsequence than it would have shown up in the original sequence. So let's take a look. Here, if we look at the sequence defined by 1 over n, that sequence is going to look like the first element is 1, and then 1/2, and 1/3, and 1/4, 1/5. And so that sequence continues on forever. The sequence 1 over 2n, so when the value of n is 1, we have 1/2. When the value of n is 2, we have 1/4. And then we would have 1/6 and 1/8. And notice that every single value in this sequence, it is a term of the sequence 1 over n, right? So it is a term in this sequence. Right? So notice that this 1/2 is right here, the 1/4 is right here, 1/6 would be right here, 1/8 would be down here. So they're still occurring kind of in the same order. 1/4 occurred after 1/2 in this sequence. Also, it occurred after 1/2 in this sequence. Right. We could also take a look at our sequence here, 1 over n factorial. So when our value of n is 1, we have 1. When our value of n is 2, we have 1 over 2 factorial, or 1/2. When our value of n is 3, we have 1 over 3 factorial, or 1/6. When our value of n is 4, we have 1 over 4 factorial, or 1 over 24. Notice again, if we compare this to our sequence from before, to this 1 over n sequence, that 1 is right there, the 1/2, 1/6 would show up somewhere over here, 1/24 somewhere down here, but all of these are elements of the sequence 1 over n, and so this is a subsequence of 1 over n. Right. So in this chapter, we're going to take a look at subsequences and what those have to tell us about a sequence overall. All right.